Okay, I said that I was going to take the US Constitution test. What was our country's first constitution called? That's the Declaration of Independence. So I say B. Wait, the answer is A? The correct answer is A. The Articles of Confederation was in effect 1781 to 1789. It was based on the concept of a weak central government. Because of the experience we had under the strong influence of Great Britain, the Constitution was our first written plan of government and was based on an opposition to strong central government. Laws for the United States are made by the President, the Senate, Congress, or the Supreme Court. It's either the Senate or Congress. I don't know which one. I know it's one of those. The senators, Congress. So senators. Okay, no, I think it's Congress. I think it's Congress because it's like they have to be like approved in Congress, right? Okay. The longest possible time a person can now serve as president, 12 years? No, I mean, wait, 10? No person can be elected to the office of president more than twice or serve more than 2 years of a term to which some other person was elected president. Therefore, the total length of time that any person could serve as president is 10 years. What? I don't understand. A man accused of a crime in court has a right to change courts? A. Hear the witness against him? Invoking the Fifth Amendment means an accused man refuses to testify against himself, refuses to be tried again, demands a grand jury, wants to appeal his case. Okay, plea the Fifth, refuses to testify against herself. Our first vice president was, I don't fucking know. I'm gonna say this D, it was John Adams. Okay, I don't give a fuck. The Bill of Rights is the first 10 amendments, the 15th Amendment, an entire constitution, all of the amendments. The first 10. I knew that one. If neither the president nor the vice president can serve, the position would be filled by, I think, the speaker. The major department head who is appointed by a president to deal with foreign countries is the Secretary of Defense. Oh, no, the Secretary of State. Oh. The president is elected if he wins a majority of the electoral votes. That one. Choose age. 34. It makes me choose a gender. I'm going to put man because I just don't want it to know. I like to keep it confused. My constitution IQ is patriot. Okay, this is the longer one. The Supreme Court has the right to review decisions, set up interior courts, set up punishment for traitors, impeach the president. Impeach the president. Oh, I was going to say A. For which one of the following reasons may a person be convicted of treason? Speaking ill against the government. Two people testify that they saw the person giving weapons to an enemy. The person writes a letter describing plans to make war against the country. The president says the person committed an act of treason. I'm going to say B. The average age of the framers of the Constitution was approximately, I don't know, 40. Prior to the ratification of the 19th Amendment in 1920, what was true? I need a coffee. I think it's women not having the right to vote. Oh, it's B. Women in certain states had the right to vote for president. The phrase the Constitution means what the Supreme Court says it means is stated in false. This is false. The phrase does not appear in the Constitution. That does not appear in the Constitution. Okay, good. Electors in each state are assigned to a presidential candidate based upon what? None of the above. Oh, whatever formula the state decides. What? With regards to education, the Constitution explicitly provides a fundamental right to basic education. Oh, D. No. Which one of the following is explicitly mentioned somewhere in the Constitution? The right to keep and bear arms, the right separation of church and state, the right of association, the right to privacy. Is it A or B? Oh, I guess I'll go. Oh, it was A. I'm like, isn't it both though? To run for the U.S. House of Representatives, a candidate must have resided in the state for 5 years, reside in the state at the time of declaring candidacy, reside in the state when elected, reside in the congressional district to be represented. I'm going to say, do they have to live there for 5 years? No, it's C. Reside in the state where elected. Like, okay. If you are accused of a crime, the Sixth Amendment guarantees you which one of these? A speedy trial. According to the Eighth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, what shall not be required? Isn't it like excessive bail? But it's like, I don't know. The Second Amendment to the Constitution says that the right, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't do this test. This is seriously how you're trying to learn law? Well, no. No, I just thought it would be funny to take the Declaration or the, what do they call it? The Constitution test. You know, like in high school, they make you take it. I remember like they put a huge emphasis on it. It's like they make you take it and you have to pass or you can't graduate, right? So there was some point where I had to take this test in high school. And I know I barely passed. I know I probably guessed most of it. I don't know. Maybe my teachers were lying. Maybe it was just like you would have to take the class over. I think it was the Constitution test made up like a large part of your grade. And if you failed it, then you would have to retake the class. Can we do a name all 50 states instead? Oh, I could do that easy. Okay. The right of the people to bear arms should not be infringed. Who has the power to ordain and establish all of the lower federal courts? The Supreme Court. D, the Congress. When the U.S. Constitution was signed, what was the nation's largest city? New York. No, it was Philadelphia. What is the Bill of Rights? Girl, the Bill of Rights is the Bill of Rights. The first 10 amendments of the Constitution. What was the first state to ratify the Constitution? I don't know. Virginia? Okay, it was Delaware. What changed the Supreme Court case Dred Scott versus Sanford make to the American life? Very famous case. Well, not famous enough for me. I really don't know because I don't even know, like, so when would this have happened? The phrasing is like, it's C. It declared that, well, it skipped it. It was before the Civil War. What mechanism does the Constitution provide to change what it illegally means? Amendment. The First Amendment to the Constitution states, Congress shall pass no law respecting any establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. I just went with A. Which amendment overturned a previous amendment? The 21st. Oh, what part of the Constitution lets Congress delegate power to the United Nations? None of the above. What were the original constitutional requirements for all voters? 21 years old, male, and a property holder. I think that's it. Oh, no, it's B. Each state set its own voting requirements. But I think that this was one that was like pretty popular amongst all states. Which amendment abolished slavery? The 13th. Which amendment extended the voting rights to women? I don't know. 20? Oh, 19th. I was close. Which amendments are known as the Bill of Rights? 1 through 10. Which state did not send delegates to the Constitutional Convention? New Hampshire? Oh, Rhode Island. Which amendment allows the vice president to become the president in certain emergencies? 24? No, it was the 25th. Which of the following is not an enumerated power given to the federal government? Post office and roads? Oh, I don't know. These are 3 requirements to be eligible to be elected as president. Natural born citizen, 35, resident for 14 years. This amendment made U.S. senators subject to popular election, 17. Oh, I got that one right. Where in the Constitution do you find the presidential oath of office? Article 1, Section 10. Now, before the U.S. Senate was subject to popular elections, how were senators chosen? State legislature. Where does the Constitution prohibit a religious test to qualify officials? I don't know, maybe in the second one. Oh, no, it was in the 6th one. Which provision in the original Constitution cannot be altered by an amendment? The declare war, I don't know. Which amendment took the longest to be ratified after it was proposed in Congress? The 21st. No, it was the 27th. Who has the power to declare war? The Senate. Oh no, the Congress. After Civil War, why couldn't former Confederates automatically serve if elected? The 14th Amendment? I just guessed. In what year was the Bill of Rights ratified? 1776? No. Oh, I don't know. Which amendment allowed presidents of the District of Columbia to vote for president? The 23rd. Oh, treason against the United States is defined in what section of the Constitution? The first one. No. What section of the Constitution is commonly referred to as the Supremacy Clause? The preamble. Oh. Which of the following is an example of checks and balances? Congress can override a veto. Which amendments restricts the powers of the military and its soldiers? The 7th one. Oh, no, it was the 3rd one. Why does the Constitution allow the president to choose Supreme Court justices? They wanted the justices to do the bidding of the president. I mean, this is why. This is why now. I mean, I don't know. I think D is the correct answer, though. Like, they say it's incorrect, but I think that D was the correct answer. Who can stop the president from making unwise agreements with foreign nations? The Supreme Court? The Senate. Okay. Why is the ratification process for new amendments so difficult? Because it needs to be. What was the Supreme Court case Miranda versus Arizona? It declared separate but equal. It made abortion legal. It declared separate but equal treatment for people of different races illegal, thereby ending segregation. It made it legal requirement that people be informed of their rights. Okay, it's the rights one, the Miranda rights. Okay, that's it. What happens if there's a tie vote in a Supreme Court decision? They have to do a new hearing. Oh, it's D. The lower court ruling is automatically affirmed. What? Why is the necessary and proper clause also called the elastic clause? It gives Congress flexibility. How did the 16th Amendment ensure the stability of the federal government? It allowed alcoholic beverages. It called for a system of internal improvements. It allowed the government to collect income taxes. It's not A, right?
Oh, wow.
Chris Silence just subscribed.
See.
Casey
Oh,
Peels.
income taxes. All right, let's see what my score was. 22 out of 50. My plan was originally to go to the botanical gardens today, but I woke up with a tummy ache and I didn't want to leave close proximity to a toilet